Hi, my name's Alex and you're watching Make It Happen. Today I'll show you how I made my brand new Gambol Shroud in 4 weeks. I first began by drawing out an enlarged scale of the main katana pistol to a total length of 102.5 centimeters. The way I do this is find a well-detailed 2D image and print it out or just have it opened on a tablet. I then take a desired total length and divide it by the picture's total length to receive a number to multiply every measurement that I can draw up the scale. Taking this template, I traced it out onto 16mm MDF, and for the additional pistol's body details and width, I made multiple 3mm MDF pieces. These were then cut using a jigsaw and a circular saw. For the trigger guard, I drilled in a few holes so that I could fit in a jigsaw and cut out the cavity. The 3mm pieces were given a bit more work using multiple tools so that their details could be accurate. It was then time to glue these together using PVA wood glue. As you can see here, I poured out too much. It was then left to dry under some weights and clamps for 24 hours. For the next few days, I proceeded to carve down the profile and then the final shape using rasps, files, and a sanding drum on a rotary tool. It took quite a while, especially since certain spots kept snapping off. Whenever a beveled edge was carved, I would seal it with PVA glue just to reduce a fluffy edge when sanding. Once the carving was completed, I began mixing up batches of automotive body filler and applied it to all the imperfect areas, left it to dry, and then sanded it down. The last remaining imperfections were covered up with multipurpose gap filler, and the entire thing got a really nice sanding. For the sheath cleaver, I drew up a template using the same multiplying ratio, traced it out onto 16mm MDF, and cut it out. This was also copied with 9mm MDF. The thickness will account for the interior foam padding so that the sheath is a snug fit. These were then glued and clamped together overnight. The next day, I proceeded to carve down the profile of this core piece and applied some 3mm sticky back foam to the interior edge. There were two pieces of 3mm MDF which were cut out to cover the open surface of the sheath, and then a shaped piece of sticky back foam was layered down to the 3mm sheets before they were glued to the core. The next day, I used my circular saw to clean up the edges and began to carve down the cleaver's edge. Using a 25mm spade bit, I hollowed out the hole to the base of the sheath and used a spiral saw bit on a rotary tool to carve out the hole for the handle. I then sanded, body filled, sanded, gap filled, and sanded again until perfect. For painting, I began with 2 layers of grey spray primer, which were lightly sanded in between. Now I would have done another coat because the MDF was not fully sealed. However, I only have 1 week to get the painting done. I then taped off the sword in different areas so that I could spray the main parts with grey steel, the handle with flat black, and the piece which connects the katana to the pistol with aluminium. For the rest of the details, such as the stripes, the barrel, and the emblem, were all painted by hand with acrylic paints. For the weathering, I just took some watered down acrylic black wash, brushed it on, and wiped it away with a rag. It was then sealed with 2 layers of clear gloss spray, and more sticky back foam was added to the sheath for the handle and the spot where the pistol would rest on. After having the sword signed by Blake's voice actor, Arryn Zech, the con safety features were removed and the autograph was sealed with clear spray. So here we have the completion of my second Gambol Shroud. Now the total of materials for this was about $70, and with the 4 weeks labour and the $30 autograph, I would say it's now valued at about $300 compared to my old styrofoam one. So if you've enjoyed this tutorial and would like to see more, please subscribe to Make It Happen, and I'll catch you next time.